Hi, my name is Austin Witnauer. I'm a doctor of physical therapy, board certified specialist in orthopedic physical therapy, and I'm the clinical manager for the East Lake Mary location within Ability Rehabilitation. So these are difficult times, and a lot of us have found ourselves working from home now more than ever. And under these unusual circumstances, the stressors of a pandemic going on, the stressors that leaves with the uncertainty of our social situations, that can obviously put a burden, not just the fact that we're in our home office more often, but we're having less social interaction. So how can we create more resiliency within these difficult times? Well, I'm going to present with you a series of movements and exercises that can break up the monotony of this office work that you're constantly doing from home. And let's see if at least physically you can keep yourself in a really good place. So this first exercise, I have a Theraband here, and actually they're pretty affordable on Amazon. You should just type in Theraband. What you can actually do is just hold it out in front of you. You're just gonna reach out like this, okay? It's actually gonna work all your pulling muscles. So anything you have to do during the day that involve you having to lift something off the floor, pulling something towards your body, this is working those same muscles. The benefit it also is this is also giving you a little bit of a break from that natural forward position that you're probably maintaining now more than ever. So this just gives you a little variety so you could stay resilient. Another exercise that you can do with the Theraband is working the pushing muscles. All right, everything from your shoulder to your chest, everything again, so you can kind of continue to build that resiliency that helps you make it through the workday. This chair squat is basically gonna just get your heart rate up. It's gonna be working large muscle groups in your leg. Again, it's gonna give you a break from that sitting time a little bit. As we get that heart rate up as well, we're gonna get a little endorphin release going. It's gonna break up the workday a little bit more. And actually research shows us that if we can get engaged with some decent activities in the midst of all this office work that we're doing from home, we become more productive with our work as well. This next exercise we consider as a chin tuck. Be easily done while you're sitting. You're just gonna try to sit up as tall as you feel like you can. Bring that chin directly straight backwards. People like to joke around because they consider it as a double chin exercise. But again, it's just breaking that stagnant computer position where you tend to be so good at leaning forward, and this is just enough to break that up. You always can start with 5 to 10 of them. You can hold it for a couple seconds and do it a few times a day, and then sometimes that can make you feel a little more resilient to staying productive through an 8-hour office day. This next exercise is a table or a desk push-up. This is convenient because you can use your desk within your natural environment, within the office itself. You could break up that computer work, that office work, without having to move too far away from it. And all you're gonna basically do is put your hands on the desk, move your feet away from you, find that tolerable semi-plank position, and you're just gonna lower yourself down towards the desk as far as you feel ready. You don't have to go all the way, but as far down as you feel like you can go to still be able to effectively push yourself back up. You could always entertain about 5 reps of this if you're new at it, gradually working up anywhere between 10 and 15, gradually even moving to a more horizontal position. So if your desk ever becomes too easy, find something a little lower to the ground, and that's how you can progress that exercise. The next exercise is another convenient one because you can actually keep your desk in front of you and kind of use that as a little bit of a guide or even some help if you need a little bit of help with your balance as you do this. You'll stand with the desk in front of you. You're actually gonna take a step back, but really think of it more as getting that back foot out of the way because you want that front leg bearing most of the weight. Basically, you just keep your body as close to upright. You're allowed to lean forward. That's okay, no harm in that. But really just trying to rely on that front leg to lower you down and then push you back up. Now, the caveat to this is you don't have to go all the way to the floor. That's not completely necessary. So if you feel like for whatever reason you don't have that full control to get down and get back up, you could always just go partially down and build up to that later. Work on doing about 5 on each side. If that gets pretty easy, you can always build yourself up to 10 or possibly even 12 to 15, and just gradually working on the depth. If that gets easy, you could always add a little bit of weight to it as well. This next exercise, again, is working on a level of mobility through the trunk. Normally, obviously, if you're sitting in one position for too long, it's helpful to take breaks from that position. Variety may be more important than sustaining one correct position. So what we typically do is I get your arms spread out, and then we're just gonna go ahead, try to keep that arm spread out as you reach down to touch your opposite toe. Come back up, you can hold it for a couple seconds. And if you can't get down all the way, that's all right. Just reach down as far as you feel like you're ready to go, and just try to stay as relaxed as possible.